Hi everyone, welcome to another monthly safety meeting. This month we're going to be going over some confined space entry and process safety management. Agenda will go over a little bit of introduction, definitions, entry permit, the atmospheric testing, flowchart, buddy system, and then process safety management. So OSHA's definition of confined space can be found in 29 CFR 1910.146B. Confined space can be hazardous, which requires a permit. Permit entry must be atmospheric tested every 15 minutes. So if you're having to go into a permit space, make sure you have the gas monitor so we can test that area every 15 minutes and write it down on your permit. Definition of confined space. The space is large enough and so configured that an employee can bodily enter and perform the assigned work. That means the employee can fit his or her entire body into that space to perform the work. The space has limited or restricted means for entry or exit. It doesn't mean that there's only one way in and out, but what it does mean is that emergency escape routes would be hindered, and it's any space where the occupant must crawl, twist, climb, be constrained to a narrow opening, follow a lengthy path, or otherwise unusual effort to enter or leave. The space is not designed for continuous employee occupancy. That basically means, we're not going to send you there every single day for the rest of the time that you work for us. It means you're going to get in, do the work, get out. Permit required for confined space. It contains or has potential to contain a hazardous atmosphere. It contains material that has potential for engulfing an entrant, has an internal configuration such that an entrant could be trapped or asphyxiated by inwardly conveying walls, or by a floor which slopes downward and tapers to a smaller cross-section. Contains any other recognized serious safety or health hazard. So these areas can contain H2S, carbon dioxide. It could be low on oxygen, or have some type of gas in there that could explode. That's another reason why we want to go back and do our atmospheric testing every 15 minutes. Entry permit. The entry permit must contain the space you're entering, the purpose of entry, date and authorized duration of entry, hazards of the permitted space, acceptable entry conditions and initial and periodic testing of the conditions, rescue and emergency services, communication procedures to be used, equipment, and any other necessary information and additional permits, such as hot work. Atmospheric testing. This testing is required for two purposes: to evaluate the hazards of that permit space and to verify acceptable entry conditions for entry into the space. So the order of testing, you're going to have oxygen test, make sure oxygen level's high enough so you can breathe properly in there. You're going to test for combustible gases, and then all other toxic gases and vapors. Buddy system. Before entering a confined space, there should be no less than 2 people on site. One person will enter, the other will get emergency help if an accident occurs. The person on watch will not enter the confined space in an emergency situation. He or she will wait for emergency personnel to arrive and direct them to the scene. All right, now process safety management. Process safety management is purposed to follow established requirements for preventing or minimizing the consequences of catastrophic releases of toxic, reactive, flammable, or explosive chemicals. Releases may vary in toxic, fire, or explosion hazards. Management of change will be set by the contractor we are working for if that circumstance arises. All right, that's it, guys. If you have any questions on any of this, contact me. You have my phone number. You have my email from the email that I send out to you with safety meeting link. Um, Down below in the comment section, I need your name and I need your employee number. I don't need got it. I don't need sounds good. I need name and employee number. Also, for the groups working together, you can put all the names who watched it together in one comment. I'm okay with that. I know who's working together. Other than that, we need fire extinguishers signed off, checked and signed off. Make sure you're doing those inspections. It is only September, so we've got another month before we have to do AEGCP. And other than that, we are done. I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you out there. Have a good one.